Hello, insiders! News flash time. First up, major update to the YouTube harassment policy. Link below for all the details. I will call out some of the highlights from my perspective. First is a stricter stance on threats. So now even vague or implied threats of violence will be treated accordingly as threats. Also, harder line on abusive language, for example, targeting an individual with prolonged or malicious insults. Next, we may remove content if someone repeatedly harasses someone, and it could result in even more severe action if that behavior continues. And then also a lot of work on reducing toxic comments, specifically around the rollout of the new creator moderation tools where we hold potentially inappropriate content for the creator to review before publishing it. So link below for more details on the harassment policy update, but all good things in my opinion, making the platform better for everybody. Next, studio updates. Man, we are on fire with making studio better. So thank you to you all for your patience and giving us lots of feedback, both in the comments below as well as in that send feedback link. A lot of people don't think we read the send feedback stuff in the Creator Studio. We do. So specifically, one of the things that people asked about was, hey man, I want to add a video to a playlist. I have a lot of playlists. I can't easily search for it. Now you can. So thank you for your patience. I agree. That was really painful for those who had lots of playlists and they weren't able to easily find them. So we've added search. Another thing, adding mid-roll, manually adding mid-roll ads. You could do it through the studio editor, but that was kind of a pretty involved experience. Sometimes people had trouble finding it. So now if you go to the video level and you click on monetization, and then you go to like the ads area and you say add manual, it's going to open up this new streamlined, focused video editor that's just about mid-roll ads. That's way easier. So hopefully you'll try that out soon and you'll like it. I know a lot of people were asking for that one. Next, we have continued the rollout of the new upload flow. That's technically not part of Studio, but it's accessible from Studio as well as from the main app. But new upload flow has been rolled out. A lot of great positive feedback about that. We know you're looking for multiple video uploads. That is coming probably in about 2 or 3 months. So by the end of March of next year, we will have multiple upload capability in the new upload flow. In the meantime, if you need to upload multiple videos at once, just go to the classic uploader and there's a little link to that from the new upload flow. Next, there's a new channel overview in YouTube Analytics, including on the top right, we'll have the real-time data more easily accessible. And then in the channel overview in the analytics section, this is something I'm super excited about. You know how the old analytics used to compare your channel metrics to the last 28 days? The problem is if last month you had a crazy killer month, it's always like negative and down red arrows. And it's like, well, I'm not going to have a personal best month every month to get those green arrows. So now we compare you to your typical last 28 days, not just the last 28 days, but typically in a 28-day period, what you get over a longer span of time that we can look. So if you had a really killer month last month and you had a great month this month, we'll acknowledge that you had a great month this month and we're not going to beat you up because you didn't beat last month's. So I've heard from a lot of creators that was something that was bugging them, and so I'm glad that we are making progress in that regard. Those are the studio updates. Now, on to copyright. We have seen an 80% drop in manual claims of less than 10 seconds since our new manual claims policy update. So if you're a creator, you're probably getting less manual claims for cases where it's shorter than 10 seconds than you would have before this policy update. So we think this is an improvement to the creator experience to make sure that all claims that do make it are, really valid and require your attention. However, while we are noting that this 80% drop is generally good news, we want to be very clear. This does not mean that short uses of music are not copyright violations. They still might be. And your video may still be blocked if it uses music without permission. Next, we have a 1% experiment to help viewers broaden their horizons and discover more types of content like music, movies, fashion, and gaming. There will still be, so in this 1% experiment for this new Explore experience, there's still access to trending, and trending still has half of its content from YouTube creators. But this is just part of our effort to try to improve the viewer experience. Next, if you are wondering how many subscribers you gain from stories, you can now find that out in YouTube Analytics. It is in the YouTube Studio Analytics. This will not be in Classic. Nothing is getting added to Classic. In fact, Classic is going away very, very soon, as we announced back in November. So, if you want to see how many subs you gain from stories in the new YouTube Analytics, just go to your subscriber source report and you'll see, you'll say see more, and it'll indicate how many subscribers you got from your stories. Now note, this will only be relevant for for subscribers that you gained from stories since November 24th, 2019. So you may have gained more subscribers from stories prior to that. Next, there's a merch experiment, a merchandising experiment, where if there's a link in your description to an item that's in your merch merch shelf, we will pop up the shelf so that the viewer can see and compare products while the video is still playing. So we won't take them off of their viewing experience. And this is an experiment to see if it results in a better viewing and shopping experience and results in more sales for creators. Next, we have another experiment where we are enabling a percentage of viewers to share community posts, community tab posts on YouTube. So we'll see if that encourages more cross-fertilization of posts and collaboration between creators and viewers, and we'll keep an eye on that. That's it for this week. Hope that was helpful. In the meantime, keep it real. All right, movie time. Last week's movie was awesome. It's Black Hawk Down, one of the best movies ever. And the first person to guess it was Knox Blocks. This week's movie is a very, very recent movie. It is super recent. It came out this year, so this is like unprecedented currency of movie quotes. I'm going to give you two quotes. The first one is short, which is why I'm going to give you the second one. Whenever anybody says they're a little concerned, they're very concerned. Okay? That's the first quote. And here's the second one. You want to be part of this fight? Yes, I do, sir. Would you like to be part of this history? Yes, I would. Whatever you need me to do, I'm available. Can you come to Chicago tomorrow? Yes, I can, sir. All right, then. See you then. So, if you know what movie that's from, please leave it in the comments. And the first one, we will give you a shout out in the next newsflash, which will be the final newsflash of the year. Ooh, big year. Keep it real.